guys? How are you? Mike here from Mondays with Mike. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode. Always a pleasure to meet with you guys here. So thank you for being here. And yep, the fish are still back. They are still behind me. Giant fish mural. So we'll talk about that very soon, guys. But until then, let's go ahead and talk about this week's message, which is about gratitude. And at the Wellness Bucket, we focus on three things. One is health. 2 is happiness, and 3 is service. Today we're going to talk about, we're going to go the happiness route, and how do we create more of that in our lives? And it's like, hey, you know what? Do more of the things you enjoy and you love. That's a no-brainer, right? But what if we're in a place where maybe we can't necessarily do that? We're finishing up classes, or we're in a relationship that we're not so happy with, we're trying to get out of, or we're deep in debt, or we're 100 pounds overweight, and yeah, we're getting there, but we're not there yet. What do we do? How do we focus on things that are going to make us, give us that happiness, give us that joy, while we're, striving for the things we do want? The one thing that I use, and I'm going to suggest you guys use, and you've probably heard it talked about and read about it, is to keep like a gratitude journal. And I definitely do that. Every morning I have my morning rituals, which is, exercise, reading, writing, having my coffee with Kristen. But one of them is writing in my gratitude journal. So, and there's a reason to do that. So I'm going to say this, guys. If you don't want to write in a gratitude journal, maybe that's like, it's just another thing to do. Maybe you have kids and there's too much going on. What I would say is first thing in the morning when you wake up, even if you just give it some thought, hey, what am I grateful for today? What was I grateful for yesterday? One or the other or both, but don't make it don't make it a chore. Make it something that's just quick and easy. 1 minute and think, hey, what am I grateful for today? It could be the fact that, hey, I'm breathing and I'm pretty warm in bed. I'm really excited for that cup of coffee. I'm about to see my kids in the kitchen. I'm really excited about that. I'm excited that I have a job to go to, that at least it's making me money, even if I'm happy with it or not. Just give thanks, just be grateful. And if you do keep a journal, which I highly recommend because there's power in writing it down, and then even going back and looking at it like, as months go by, looking at what you were grateful for, write it down. So either going forward, guys, every morning you wake up, either give some thought, maybe a minute, of what you're grateful for, or write it down in a journal. Because one of the quickest ways to kind of create more happiness in your life on a daily basis, and this happens to me, is just instead of thinking about all the things that we don't have and we wish we had, that others have, that we don't have, is like literally just focusing and thinking about, well, what do I have? And when you do that, man, you could probably sit there and write a ton. But we're oftentimes just so focused on these things over here that we don't have, or we're still striving for that we don't have yet, that we lose sight of the things that we do have, and that, I don't want to say we should be grateful for, but really we should. So that's this week's message, guys. It's all about, gratitude, being grateful for what we have, because the sooner we do that, the sooner we'll have a lot more happiness in our lives. So that's the message, guys. Thank you so much for being here. If I can do anything to increase more happiness in your life, let me know. Reach out to me anytime. It's mike@thewellnessbucket.com. I love hearing from you guys. I read all of my emails and I reply back personally to every one of them. So anytime, guys, reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Have a wonderful week ahead. And until next Monday, cheers.